Hi guys. Obviously I was able to pull off some kind of a look. As you can see, this is a wildly dramatic look. The lips are actually a lot darker than they appear. They're from the new NYX. Now that kind of almost looks like a very pale pink. It's an insanely bright pink. I'm not technically calling this a Valentine tutorial. I mean, because most guys don't really like an insane look like this. But if you're single, or like you and your girls are going out together to a club on Valentine's and you just want to like get that Kim Kardashian, super dramatic smoky eye, this would be it. And yes, this is technically part of the Urban Decay pencil collection. This look started out with this little gray pencil. I'm going to go ahead and show you as quickly as I possibly can what products I used, how I used them. Then I will make a list of everything I used and put it on the blog on FabGab. You go to the sidebar, look for like the tutorial preview products, and there'll be a list with a picture, and you'll know for... I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off tomorrow or Friday, because I do have to go. I have an appointment tomorrow in the morning. I might just not wear makeup to my appointment and try to do the look later. So if you do want to wear this dramatic look for Valentine's Day, you can. Now, I was thinking about using MAC shadows, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use e.l.f. products because they are a bit more affordable. So you can pull off this type of look with some less, a little bit more inexpensive products. So let's get down to literally what I did. And this is using the Scotch tape technique. That's how I got the super straight line. Now, it can be quite hard you do have to try to soften the line as much as you can. I will explain all that when we do the video, but this is using the Scotch tape thing. This is probably the most advanced look that we have done so far. Now, here's one of my secrets I told you I was going to show you guys. You're probably going to freak out, but yes, this is what I primed my face with. I'm almost out of it. It is Monistat chafing gel. This, I kind of had the same reaction you guys are probably thinking of right now. Why would you use that? This is not for your vajayjay. This is basically a powder gel. Very, very similar to the Smashbox primer. The regular Smashbox primer that everybody loves. It's basically the same stinking thing. And it'll work basically as good, or it'll work good enough that, I mean, this is like $5 rather than going to Sephora or Ulta and spending $30 on a primer. Now, yeah, I do like the Sephora primer, or not Sephora, but Smashbox primers. But because I didn't want to use the L'Oreal because my skin's super dry, and that L'Oreal, when it's really dry out, it's been like, it snowed a little bit, but it's just really dry out, and that particular primer kind of will make my skin flake if when I exfoliate it hasn't taken all the dead skin off. So I wanted to go with more of a creamier powder based primer. So this is what I primed my face with. This is for like if you were to get a rash on your leg, it's not for, I know it says Monistat, I just want to make that clear. You can check other tutorial sites. Other people use this too, okay? I wouldn't be putting this on my face if I didn't know and learn that this works. Okay, enough about Monistat. So then, of course, now you're going to want to either have a concealer or keep, because normally with a look like this, you might want to do your eyes first, because when you do put the tape on, now we do try to, I'll show you the technique how I do it, to make so that makeup doesn't come off, but if it does, you're going to want a way to put it back on. So definitely keep some kind of concealer palette or your foundation with you, so that after you're done with the eyes, and if you did put your face on first, that you can fix it. It's all fixable. That's what's awesome. It like takes a second. Now, my cheeks are actually, I'm using the I kind of wanted to do a dark eye with very dramatic pink lips and a good pink blush. So I'm using that new blush, the Rose Garden by NYX. It's really bright, but I did tone it down, and I did soften it. There it is. I really need to start changing my budget from buying clothes to buying better equipment, so you guys can get a better idea. We know what I need to fix the lighting situation. It's not the camera. The camera's fine. I just need something to actually fix the lighting. But this is a very dark pink color that I have on my cheeks. And then I do have a gloss. I have the matte NYX. It's called Shocking Pink. There's a reason it's called that, because it's very bright. You may not be able to tell. Hopefully in the picture I take, you'll be able to have a lot more of an idea of how really pink this look is. Even my phone makes everything look lighter. It's kind of irritating. And then I'm using the NYX another lip gloss that I had gotten. It's got some shimmer in it. It's not the Mega Shine, but I did want to, because I've never tried one of these, the lip, like the glam lip glosses. I've never tried any of these by NYX. I like it. I mean, it adds a little glitter, and these two go great together. So, and then I've kind of found what is working well with my, for foundation and BB cream, is the Neutrogena. It's like super matte, and it's a really light color alone. It'd be too light, but when I add the BB cream, it works amazingly together. I don't know if you can tell, but I did contour my nose today, because I wanted to show you guys how to contour your nose. So if you look at other videos, my nose might look a little larger, and the reason my nose looks a little slimmer today is because I contoured it. Now, what I used to contour today was another NYX blush, which this color makes a great contour. It's in the color Taupe. So NYX color Taupe. It's a matte. There's no shimmer in it. Had it for a while. I do kind of try to use a lot of different products so I don't like get rid of something right away. So that's my primer. Those are the lip cheek colors. You can't see it right now. I could probably do it again. I'm using the NYX Liquid Illuminator to highlight but I did have to go back under my eyes, so I could probably go back. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll see how it turns out. And if I have to put more on, I put more on. So let's talk about the eyes for now. Basically what I did, oh snap, I dropped my Monistat. Oh gosh. I started with from the Black Market collection. It's a gray. It's actually called Desperation. I'm going to need to sharpen it for tomorrow. And I basically turned this into a base. I primed my eye first with Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I always get the, when they have a sale on one of their little collection, like their little palettes that come with one of these and a pencil, every time one of those goes on sale, if I don't have it, I buy it, because then I end up with more Primer Potion and more pencils. So that's pretty much the only time I buy Primer Potion and my 24/7 M0. But I did get, this is why it's still technically part of the Urban Decay, because I was trying to think of a look, and really the only look I could have done was one that we've already done. And I said, well, Valentine's Day is a couple days away. I know this is a little late for Valentine's Day, but I think this would make a good base for a gray and black smoky eye. So I put this on just on the lid after I let my primer set, just on the lid and on the lower lash line. Then I went in with some e.l.f. I also use it as Sephora because I had to tone down some of the colors. Their e.l.f. is a set that I had found it. Gosh, I need to just leave stuff when it falls, so I'm not constantly bending over. Now these two colors are kind of hard to, they're both very dark, but this is what is on my lid. That actually pretty much looks like what it looks like in real life. It's a dark gray, shimmery gray, right? That's what I put on top of that eyeliner. Then, when I put my tape on to do like the outer V and into the crease, I did this. That basically looks like what it looks like in real life. Glad. And it's a black, a little bit, it's like kind of a matte and shimmer together. So that is on the outer winged out part going into the crease, not all the way into the, well, some of it did end up going almost all the way into the crease. And then you need to soften that, a color that dark, because when we do it, you're going to be like, oh my god, that's so dark. So I took that Sephora eyeshadow that my husband got me for Christmas, that gray. Now, it's obviously a lot lighter than the e.l.f. gray. And I kept the tape on and went over the black and then up higher into the crease, which I will show you tomorrow how to do it, so that the black wasn't so black. And then there's another color that came with it is a white. It's a really white color. Like, I don't even think these have names. They're pretty much just like numbers. Oh, it's like e.l.f. eyeshadow. Yeah. There's like, it's just numbered. Like, this is 81114. So if you're gonna get e.l.f., just, you know, I mean, I'll write down they're all the same number because it's a collection. So just if you are gonna use, if you want to try to use these colors, or you can use colors that are very similar, you know, MAC has, I mean, it's like, you can get a dark shimmery black color, you can get a dark shimmery gray color, and you can get a very white, you know, if you're going to e.l.f. to get these products, they're gonna, these are not colors that are hard to find. And that is what I put Normally when you do the whites, you just do it on the outer part of the brow. I did start on the outer part of the brow, then I kind of blended it all the way too, because it's so dark that it kind of does need that white. And definitely in the inner tear ducts, as you can see, I blended the white. Normally I would blend it in a little more, but because the eyes are so dark, and dark colors do kind of close your eyes in, that's why I didn't tight line. Normally I would be wearing either false lashes or I would tight line, but dark colors do kind of close your eyes, make your eyes look smaller. So I wanted to have a little bit more of a pop of white in the inner tear ducts to open my eyes up. And for the inner tear duct, the lower waterline, I definitely suggest using some type of skin colored liner rather than a black. Now you may not even be able to see it, but yes, I did put some eyeliner on. I did a gel, the L'Oreal gel. For my mascara, I used 2 different mascaras. One that has a thick brush, one that has a thin brush, because I kind of wanted length and thickness. Now the skinnier ones, they're going to give you good length. Fatter ones, they're going to give you thicker. I really should be wearing falsies. If you know how to put falsies on with this look. I'm not ready to show you guys how to do falsies because I really don't do them. And the day that I did have those falsies on and I showed you, I did end up finding at the end of the night black on the top of my eyelid. So, but the other pair I have are much shorter and are more for thickening. So when I have used them more, I'll show you how to put on false lashes. I'm just not really ready to do that yet. So this is for the thin brush, I use the Ulta Legendary Lengths, and then for the thicker one, the fatter, I use the Carbon Black Voluminous. It's like my go-to. Now my powder that I'm wearing on my face is my go-to Palladio Rice Powder Translucent. Let's talk about some brushes here. We've got a lot of brushes. These are the brushes you're going to need, okay? You're going to need 2 Stifel brushes. I would say use 2. If you only have one, then use a the flat foundation brush instead, because this is for when we go back in to clean up our face. So I have 2 of these. And then of course my contour brush, my blush brush. I mean, these are all, it's mainly the eyes where we have, I mean, this is what we got going for our eyes. Yeah, that's a lot. And this is what I use to put my gel liner on. It came with the L'Oreal. I actually used this for my lower lash line. This is the MAC 2, rubbing off, that's 206, or it might be 266. But it's their basic small flat angled brush like I use for my eyebrows. This is from the Coastal Scents, that big collection I have. It's technically a pencil brush, but I used it to contour my nose. I'll show you that tomorrow. This is a very small, rounded, stiff, flat shader brush. This is what I use to put on the white shadow. And we'll do that tomorrow, so you'll see how to do it. I brought like one of those little foamy eraser. This is a Kirkland. It came with a set that I got a long time ago. Because like even with my lipstick, when I put on a new lipstick, like on my edges, sometimes it like, I don't always wear lip liner. I usually only do a lip liner when I'm wearing red. But I could have done a lip liner with this. If it was more of a glossy color, I probably would have used a lip liner. But it's such a dark color anyways, I didn't need to. But like, some of the colors started to come down, so of course I erased it. You know, if I need to erase something that's getting in an area on my eye I don't want it, I wipe it off. Well, so I may or may not need that tomorrow, but it's good to have on hand. I just cleaned these so they're all kind of wacky looking. You want your blending 224 MAC brush or a brush just like it. Makeup Geek is now selling brushes for amazing prices. If you start, I have been putting some of their products on my fashion deals, so you can go to my fashion deals section and see what I've put up, or you can just go to makeupgeek.com, click store, Makeup Geek products, look at their brushes, because they probably have this actual brush. And then of course you're going to want your, this is what I put for on my lid, my flat shader, and you're going to be doing a lot of going back in and touching up. This is what I use to put, it's a smaller dome stiff brush. This is what I use to put on the winged out color, because you don't want to use a super fat brush because you can make a big mistake. If you need to go back in later with a thicker brush, that's what we'll do, because I do see where like I could have gone up a little higher, you know, rather than it having so much space between where the dark ends and between that and my eyebrow. It always turns out differently. So, you know, and today I did do it a little bit faster. And then for the inner corners, normally I would use a pencil brush, but today I use the medium. This is more of a soft dome brush. You can actually use this after you've done all your makeup. If you have another brush to put in, I mean technically I do. I could have used a pencil brush. I just wanted a little bit more white to get the color up a little further. I might do that tomorrow or on Friday. Hopefully I can get this done tomorrow. Maybe I just won't wear makeup in the morning, and then when I come home I could do the video. It's gonna all depend on how I feel. So that is basically a quick, I mean, it's been 23 minutes, but it was just a quick, you know, yeah, this is much different than what you guys are used to, but I will list today, you know, keep a lookout on my blog, FabGab, JEANA48h.tumblr.com, and go to the sidebar, click on tutorial products or tutorial preview. I can't literally remember what the link is, but it's what I always put on before the day before we do a tutorial, and it will have everything I have here. If you guys want to use the same products, awesome. If you have, I mean, these are especially for the eyes. Oh, and I definitely did, I used my NYX and highlight, because you definitely want to blend out. So we will do this. I don't know if I should do the entire tutorial with you guys or if I should just do the eye, because it'll be a pretty long tutorial if I do the entire face. However, this is a very intense look, so it might be a good idea for me to do the entire look with you guys, especially considering the tape thing. So we'll see. But this is really only like the second or third time I've actually used the tape trick, and it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to get a perfect it, you know, but I don't go out clubbing or anything like that, so I don't normally wear makeup like this dramatic. But if you do want more of a crazier smoky eye so you feel more sexy and you know you want to go out on Friday, or if you're single and you're going out with the girls and you want to put on a really great, you know, sheath dress, or you know, just some great tight cocktail dress, or and this is basically, this is going to go with anything you wear. So and you've got your pinks that are your Valentine's color, you know, because I thought maybe I'd do red, but I thought, you know what, no, pink to me is more of a Valentine color. So I was like, I'm doing pinks. So we will do this tomorrow or Friday, I promise. Well, actually, I can't promise because I don't know how I'll feel. But this will be, all of these products will be here until I get this tutorial done for you guys. So I will see you very soon. I hope you're all having a great day, a great week. I hope you're staying warm. I'm out, you know, heading toward the east side, or I'm over on the west side, and you know, I'm like 2 minutes from Canada, and it's super, super cold. I mean, yesterday on the way to the doctor's, we had to pull over a couple times. I think it was like once or twice, because the ground was so icy, and that can sometimes be very frightening. So this is what we'll be doing. I'm probably going to do the entire look with you, so it's going to be a long video, but it'll be fun. It's always fun to play with makeup. So alright guys, if I don't see you, have a great Valentine's Day, and if I do see you, maybe we can wear this look on Valentine's together and look sexy and crazy for Valentine's Day. Alright guys, I love you all, and have a great week. Okay? And all you guys out there, get your girl something awesome. Doesn't have to be flowers. It can be like a nice little written hand, like a card that you made. Those are the best kind of gifts. Or a diamond. So, alright guys. Talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.